Welcome to another RES Wave update. Okay, so in this XLM idea, I'm not going to go back through the whole chart. You can click on the related ideas below. I just want to focus mainly on what's happening at the moment. We're still flirting with the top of the triangle there and above the magenta line that's from the start of the B wave that was back when we ended the B wave in brackets. I'll just go back to that area so you can see where that is. Okay, so back here, and we ended that B wave in brackets over here. So this is the start of the C wave up that will take us to $50. We have the one, two, sorry, the one, the A, the B, the C, D, E. If this idea is still valid, we need to see a continuation to the upside. So this one's a fairly interesting one, simply because of what happened down here. Okay. Now there are always these weird little interesting patterns that go on down the bottom that really just make you sort of scratch your head a bit and wonder, are they part of the 5-wave structure that we're seeing here? And to be honest with you, it appears that way. So if we're going to take the count being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then that could be assumed that it is the start of wave 1 of the next leg up. Okay. So therefore, we need to look at this pattern here. What's going on in this area? So what I'll do is I'll go to the minute chart, simply because it's easier to see the waves. So this is what I call a zigzag right here. So that's an A. We had a B, a C. Now this is important, this part, because it could potentially give us the clue that we need as to whether or not this is going to keep going higher from here. This one is a zigzag, so that's D. So that means this must be E. Okay. So if that's E, then whatever's going on after this pattern is merely preparing to move higher. Okay. So what we could call this, and I'll just get rid of this stuff now that I've illustrated that point. We can call this wave I. Okay. So for now, I'm going to say that that's correct. Okay. Until we see a break, if we see a break of this low, then I would be more inclined to think that something else is going on. But at this stage, yeah, let's just keep this view for now. So we have our B, a C, and D. Right, and of course we have this big move here, which could be an E. We have to obviously wait and see. So we're in a critical point in time. We're at the crossroads here that will confirm the previous analysis to be correct. Okay, so if that's the case, then we put another magenta line up here. So if we cross this particular line, that means that we are ready to move higher. Okay. And if that's the case, the stop would be down here. Now, I use stops in my charts just because I do margin trade sometimes on different markets, so I just got used to doing that. So that's just something I do always, and it kind of illustrates the area of importance. Do we go up or do we continue lower? Okay, so also I want to illustrate that once we hit the top of that triangle yesterday, we did come back to where I said this area, the previous magenta line, as I explained earlier. So we hit that, we bounced back in B, C, D, E. Now C was very small, E was pretty big. So all these things can throw you off. And the markets, they don't always produce patterns that are going to make it easy for you to get in to trades, because at the end of the day, nothing is easy. But at least if you have a framework to work with, you can kind of see what's going on. So looking closer at this particular pattern in here, what would be the best way to describe what's going on here? So I would have to say that this is a wave I. Now we'll just make this a really minor, for the purpose of illustration, I'm just going to keep all of these labels white. Okay, so we have a wave I. Okay, we have an A. Now this could be basically, if we don't break this particular low here, right, I'll make that white as well, then this pattern here could just be a B wave, still in progress, right? So 33535, potentially that means we would need to see a move back up here in order to signify that we have a B wave in progress, and then potentially even get a bit of a pullback for C, and then just start moving up D, E, etc. That kind of thing would signify a continuation of the trend, and that's when the whole thing would just start going parabolic at that point. So yeah, I'm keeping with this view at the moment unless we break this red line down here, the low of roughly 60 cents. Okay, but as you know, we have some pretty strong support around here, right? Resistance became support, and it was retested a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, right? First test went under, second test sort of around it, third test it didn't even go, it didn't even touch it. Okay, so to me that's a good sign that this count is looking good. So let's expect a move back up to the highs first, and then we'll take it from there. Hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. Thank you for watching.